I think we've just outgrown the governance model, and we have been able to tackle many things despite that we've been large. I am a fan of Alpine School District. I am not critical of the administration or the organization or things like that. I just feel like at some point we've gotten stretched beyond the what's the best use of our resources. Some of those resources are financial, but some of them are, do we feel united as a community? And when things are happening in other parts of the district and you hear people talking about it and they're not using the form we are doing this, we need a new school, we are getting a tax raise, and it's more they, it doesn't feel like we're one community anymore. And we've just stretched beyond what the governance model that we have. We're trying to right-size it so that there's enough opportunities for career advancement within the district that they could stay here and have a career. I mean, their whole career could be in one district and find the diversity that they're looking for, whether that's at the district office or in a special area, like doing reading recovery. We don't want to be too small. We're just too big. The studies that came out have sort of answered that question for me, that we won't have districts that have far less resources at their disposal than other. So all three districts would have equity there. We would have both equity in because of our enrollment is balanced. A big factor in funding is enrollment. I know a lot of people think that our funding all comes from property taxes, but it mostly comes from the state. And that number is all based on the WPU. And so having balanced enrollment is really critical. The other thing about having balanced assessed value is when we divide up the district into three, they specifically the study that was done by the cities, it could see that we have balanced assessed value between the three areas, and that not just today, but 10 years down the road, they're projecting will still be balanced. I want to roll back the clock a little bit to when we implemented early out days. It was a big risk for the school board because we're kind of sticking our necks out to say, hey, let's let the kids go home, teachers stay on campus, have time to collaborate, and this is going to really benefit student outcomes. And so part of that was bringing in an expert who had started professional learning communities. He had been a principal at Adlai Stevenson High School outside of Chicago. His name was Rick DeFore, and we had a conversation with him about what do we need to be successful. And at the end, we also asked him what are our challenges. And he told us that our biggest challenge is we were too big. We were just enormous. He had never seen anything ever tried to be rolled out in a district of this size because we're one of the largest school districts in the nation. So when you have a professional that's visited other districts around the country telling us that our biggest challenge is our size, I paid attention.